I know, my eyebrows, it's honestly the lighting, like they're not slanted as fuck. It's just the lighting, so you're right. And you said that they're bushy. Honestly, I would rather have thick eyebrows than have those fucking crazy ass overplucked ones that like will go out of style one day and these girls will look like the same girls from the 80s who did that shit, who look fucking weird right now. They have like these like McDonald brows, so like why don't you go curl up with your mom and tell her how pretty her brows are, and then we can talk tomorrow, babe. Self-limiting is huge. I would not be where I am at today if I hadn't chose to live a sober life. Good for you. That's really hard. It's just, I think that's way more commendable and respectable, you know, that you took like a conscious step and effort to like change patterns and behaviors that were limiting your experience of life and like your growth, you know. That's huge. Thank you, Vi. Hi. Hello. I wish I spoke Japanese. I'm so sorry. I see your comment, but I literally... Good evening. Good evening to you too. I just don't know how to say it back in Japanese. AI? No. Hell yeah, win. Guess Alex. Daddy's still awake. I thought he had gone to bed. Thank you, babe. Aw, thank you, Kay, for the 2026. Good morning, Krishan and Umberto. Sorry guys, I just feel like I'm looking so tired and like wrecked right now. Oh, hey Sam, from Malaysia. Nice. I've heard of the Lucid car. The Lucid car is pretty sick. You gotta tell me the steps to lucid dreaming. Never happened to me. The steps, it's actually really simple, but the steps to lucid dreaming, you have to practice. It's almost like a muscle, but essentially what you do is before you go to sleep, you literally like set the intention of like, I'm going to be aware in my dream. Like I'm going to be more observant. So like, you know, when you're in a dream and it's very vivid and you feel like you're paying attention to a lot of detail, etc., like you're trying to get yourself into that state. And once you're in that state in the dream, there's a point where like, if you do that consistently, you can actually start to like alter the dream itself and the way that you act in the dream, which is really cool because you can... I remember there was a point like when I was lucid dreaming where I literally didn't want to wake up because I was like, well, I can literally create the reality of my dreams. Why would I even want to wake up? And it was actually like maybe not healthy. But yeah, what I would mention is you do get exhausted from it because you're like still exerting mental effort. So like, yeah. But the last thing I would say is it's really repetition, so vividly as possible. And then like each time before you go to bed, just literally reminding yourself like, I'm going to be aware when I go into like sleep. And eventually it happens. There's different timelines for everyone, but... I just woke up shortly before I found your live. I was lucid dreaming all night and I'm exhausted. Yeah, exactly. You're one of few people I know who does it. There's not a lot of people who can actually lucid dream. I think everyone has the ability to. It's just practicing it, kind of like meditation. Oh shit, Bronco, have you been here the whole time? Hi, babe. You've been hella quiet. Thank you so much for the rose, Alex. You get sick and tired of being sick and tired after a while, you know? Yeah, 100%. Thank you, Kay, for the heart me. That's fucking sick. Alex, have you ever lucid dreamed? No? Thank you, Hassan and Mystery Guy. Somebody looks tired. I'm not gonna lie, I am tired. You might actually win this one. I wasn't even intentional lucid dreaming. Lots of times I find myself in the dream and aware of it. Well, so I think, excuse me, I think that that's like maybe one of the preliminary steps to lucid dreaming. Are you also able to like control or manipulate the dream once you become aware of it? Because like that's like full on lucid dreaming. I am single. Yes, every time. Good for you. But that honestly, it does get exhausting. And it's hard to just like snap out of it once you like get into it. I think the only way that I was really snapping out of it was just like falling asleep in such a state of exhaustion that like you kind of almost like you don't skip REM sleep, but there's just no way that you're accessing it, right? Like you're not accessing it consciously. Hi, Dave.